When Jesus therefore had received the vinegar, he said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Okay, now I'll just pause there for a moment because keep in mind, this whole series is titled Before Spirit Was Spiritualistic. And in the past talks, we've shared a lot of statements showing that around the time when this text would have been written, they had an understanding that spirits were corporeal. But even so, I just want to mention that this word underlying the word spirit here, the word in Greek, pneuma, it means breath. And that's why you have immaterialist authors like Origen, for example, that Trent quoted in the first talk of this series, who described a spirit as corporeal. Now remember, Origen believed that God is incorporeal, that he isn't physical, he isn't a body. But in his day, the word spirit, pneuma, didn't mean incorporeal. It actually was understood to be corporeal, bodily or physical. Now, in Origen's commentary on John 4, verse 24, the well-known passage that says God is spirit, notice what Origen says. In this passage, it is stated as if his essence were spirit, for it says God is spirit. If then we should listen to these words literally, making no inquiry beyond the letter, we would have to say that God is a body. And then he goes on to say that we shouldn't take the text in John chapter 4 literally because, again, he believed God isn't corporeal. He isn't a body. So now let's go back to the Gospel of John. Even though we modern English speakers, we might be inclined to interpret the word spirit here as meaning something non-physical, we've just seen that that would be retrofitting a later idea into a context where it just doesn't belong. Again, all spirit means here is breath, which reveals that this gospel is describing Jesus' death in a pretty straightforward way. He gave up his breath.